EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hands up! Lead! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yes, 5-6. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. So don't say Nick. Delta. Jim. Hands up!
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie 3rd-rounder. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, alert!
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Jack 16.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Yeah, let's get. Hey, wahoo!
57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Middle.
Motion. 57's the Mike.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is caught. It's Cooks. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 28 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Check nickel.
Alert.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darrell Henderson His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Watch it creep. Watch it creeping.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get that quarterback.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And all the way down to the 26. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check 99.
Jack 15.
57.
No foul.
57. Defense wins championships, baby. 57's the Mike.
Why they say?
Mike.
These two.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Here's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
368.
Throwing again. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
57 to Mike.
Hey, exit.
Coming.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
I know he ain't got it.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
57.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
22 and 44.
Watch 7. Bus formation. Bus formation. Come on, boys. Come on.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Start! Black 80!
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
52's the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
Black 52. Here we go. Can.
52's the mic.
From the 38, Dalton complete to the right side. It's Eifert. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Regular. Hey, high 7.
Dalton here from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw here, Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Dalton now to pass. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Here's Dalton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Boyd. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57.
Quarter.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
57's right. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Quarter.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He spots Henderson open left side. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
59, Mike.
5.
Here it comes. Check 59, Mike.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And now off off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Steelers 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Henderson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down.
Get in the right room.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go, fuck.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave?
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw here, Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
First down. 1st and 10. 14-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
52, 93, 44.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
2 by 2. Move.
To throw again. Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go, Cam.
52, Mike, 52.
Here we go, Cam.
It's our time. New Mike, 52. Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Lead.
That's not good.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And now to the air, Dalton. Flush to his right. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 40, 30, the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 9-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Bengals.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And it's third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Mixon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Well, with a fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. From midfield here, Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 50, hey, zoom. Hey, let's get this. Hey, check.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap, his second sack of the night. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Hey, wahoo!
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver, complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth.
Hey, echo.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, Alpha!
Mike by four. Here we go. Motion, I got it.
Here's Dalton. And able to find Green. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
93, 52, 93, 44, 46.
Dalton wants to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hands up. 368.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Big spot. Andy Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last